All right, welcome back to our Aspire Keweenaw Coach's Corner here with the head coach of the Huskies, Kim Cameron. And Coach, it was one of those games you could almost feel it coming, but you had a nice lead at the end there. What in your opinion, was the reason they were able to make that comeback?
Oh, I didn't know if I felt it coming at all. I thought we executed pretty poorly down the stretch, and I unfortunately I think we went a little bit soft, and we were waiting for a lot of calls. We were waiting to get the foul call. I think we thought we got fouled, and we kind of stopped, and we gave up on the ball, and we gave up on the play, and they end up with 3 different steals at the end, and that's tough, and guarding the same girl that took the last 2 threes, and I think there's just a million things that we can learn from this, which is good, but there's just so many things that we didn't execute at the end, so many situations, and really that we haven't been in yet this year that are gonna help us down the stretch. I mean, and everything that's gotten us to this point has been defense, free throws. Our defense was horrible. I mean, you can't give up, I don't even know, 96 points. It's probably, I don't know if it's a school, that's the most we've ever given up, but for as much pride as we took in our last 5 games, that was really tough to swallow. And then our free throws down the stretch, obviously not very good. Taking care of the basketball down the stretch, again, waiting for those calls. So that's the most disappointing part. I felt like we just were soft. We just gave up on the play when we thought we got fouled, and it was a physical game, and you can't do that. And there's different times I should have called a timeout in the last 8 seconds, and then they hit the shot to go into overtime, and I thought we lost our heads a couple times. I think that there was a situation where we're too many people talking to the refs, so that was addressed, and we have to be better. Again, we haven't really been in this situation. I think there's so much that we can learn from it. It's just unfortunate it had to happen this way, but we will learn, we will get better. It's too bad it's with everything on the line, but what, if it's going to help us however many games from now, then so be it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where obviously it's tough to keep stringing them together and keep it going with the winning streak that you had, and almost you get it better to get it out of the way now as you head down the stretch into 2 more regular season games into the postseason. I know coaches never like to lose, but at the same time, like you said, you saw a lot of situations in tonight's game that potentially you're going to see in tournament time.
Yeah, you know what? I have to refuse that with you. I really don't believe in that. I have heard it from a million people. Get it out of the way, get it out of the way. I don't think that we had anything to get out of the way. I don't think we had to do that to get it out of the way. But again, it happened, so we're gonna be better. We're gonna be better for it. It's tough. It's a lot for these girls. It was a lot to kind of put on them, and I'm just, like I said, I'm just hoping that this is a situation where it ends up being what was best for us. I don't think it needed to happen in order for us to continue what we were doing, but
take it back.
I hope that I hope we get better from it.
How about Jillian Richie? 35 points, 2 away from a school record tonight. 37 is the school record for points in a game. She had 35, and that first half she had 19. This seemed like she came to play tonight.
Yeah, she did, and it's just unfortunate because it wasn't. That should be an unbelievable stat for a great win for our team, and unfortunately, it didn't matter how many points we scored. It wasn't enough, and that's not our motto. That's not how we do things. We don't want to have to score 90 points. We shouldn't have to score 97 points in order to win a game. I mean, I'm happy for her. I mean, she came out, she was tough, she kept us in it, she gave us a great lead in the first half. But it's disappointing because you just wish it was different.
How important were the free throws in this game?
Yeah, they were just, free throws win games, and everybody, it's cliche, we say it every day at practice, we're 5 free throws, and free throws win games, like you say it every single day, and sometimes if you stop listening for 1 second, who knows what's going to happen. But again, it was unfortunate. We're going to be back on track. We got to refocus. This is not by any means indicative of how we're going to continue to play. We got to get back on track. I mean, you got to make your free throws and you got to defend, and we know that that's the only thing that we can do in order to win games.
Well, we look forward to getting back in action on Saturday. I know it's going to be a tough one to swallow, and when you think about how it all went down. But at the end of the day, still 22-2. You're going on the road. You got 2 games left in the regular season, and your 2 UP rivals left on the schedule.
Yeah, and they're both going to be really big, important games again, and hopefully we just do a little bit better job handling that.
That's head coach Kim Cameron.